Welcome to Ultimate Survival Gear. Today, as you guys can see, I have another boot review for you guys, and this time this is a brand that I had quite a lot of requests honestly for this brand, and I wanted to review it for a while. This is Jack Wolfskin, and these are their hiking Force Striker boots. And let me tell you guys, if you don't have time to watch the whole review, which I definitely do recommend watching the whole review, let me tell you guys, I love these boots. I was really impressed. Now, if you watched any of my boot review videos, you know that I'm a huge Salomon fan. And I have to say, guys, these Jack Wolfskin boots, wow, they are a very serious competition for Salomon, especially for the price. $130 currently on Amazon. The link is in the description below. Fairly, all right, I can't say very because it's very detailed. We will go into the details later, but fairly lightweight, very comfortable. The only thing that I would mention, if you want to buy this boot, go ahead, buy them. You're not going to be disappointed. They do run a little bit on the smaller side, so get yourself half or at least a whole size bigger. But again, we will talk about the sizing in details later. All right, before I start the review, let me ask you guys. Now, I have been demonetized. My main channel have been demonetized, so I had to start from scratch. So if you enjoy my reviews, please consider supporting me through Patreon. The link is in the description below. I'm not asking for a lot, just $1 a month will be a huge help for me to bring in more reviews more consistently on this brand new channel. And definitely subscribe, that definitely helps as well. Thank you very much, guys, for the consideration. So let's get into it now. As some of you already know, this is not just a regular boot review. This review is specifically for my Ultimate Survival boots section. Yes, basically, if something bad happened and these were the boots that you had in your closet or whatever, maybe you were wearing them and something bad happened, I don't know, revolution, zombie apocalypse, I don't know, whatever, think about it. You know, there's plenty of movies out there. I'm sure you have some end of the world scenarios. Would these be good for your survival? Would they help you survive, or would they get you killed? I don't know. How do we make the judgment? We make the judgment based on 8 different criteria. Let's start with the review. Criteria number 1, one of the more important ones, is the comfort level. And in order to test the comfort level of all the boots and shoes that I review on this channel, I do a 3-mile run non-stop and then 5-mile walk, again non-stop, so 8 miles non-stop traveling. All right, and I do it on a variety of different services just to get kind of a feel for the boot. And like I said in the beginning, these boots are I'm very impressed with the comfort level of these boots. And honestly, I am myself very keen to find out exactly what are the contributing factors. Let's start from the very first one, of course, the weight. Obviously, the lighter your shoe wear is, right, the more comfortable it's going to be. So this is right here. This is, by the way, size 10, all right? Size 10, 1901, so 19 ounce, size 10. So to give you reference numbers, right, to help you understand, usually I say that anything under 20 ounce, if you want something that is lightweight, all right, anything under 20 ounce is pretty good. So overall, with all of the protection that these boots provide, overall with the size, with the sole, look at it, the sole is pretty bulky, and it is very hard rubber, so there's definitely a lot of stuff implemented into this boot, and they are waterproof too, so waterproof is additional weight. Overall, being under 20 ounce is very impressive. So Jack Wolfskin, they definitely did a great job there. Obviously, the more under 20 ounce it is, the lighter they are, and the more over 20 ounce the boots are, the heavier it gets, but these are like right in the middle, so definitely very good job, very nicely balanced with all the features involved. But this is not the only factor. Let's go further. Let's go into the inner sole. Starting with the inner sole, I'll try to take it out, show you how it looks, and here we go. And nothing crazy over here, but it does have a nice jelly cushioning. Honestly, not much cushioning. The inner sole is fairly thin, and considering that once you remove it, it just goes straight into the hard rubber, outsole rubber. I was honestly expecting it to be a little bit less comfortable. But no, it does pretty good job overall. There's a good heel bed over here and sort of nice shape for the foot. Nothing crazy over there. Let's talk about the outsole really quickly. Another thing whenever it comes to the outsole is the flexibility. Outsole, that's another huge contributing factor to the comfort level. And here, it is fairly stiff, more on the stiffer side, but the crease that it creates it in a proper spot. So whenever you're running in these boots, well, first of all, you can definitely run in these boots. You know, you can definitely properly run in these boots without putting too much stress on your heels, on your ankles, on your knees, whatever. You can definitely run properly. But let's move on further. There's also padding that is involved that definitely contributes to the comfort level. And here, Jack Wolfskin, they did a great job because there's plenty of padding here in the tongue. And the padding goes throughout the whole tongue. It's going in, all the way in. It's going throughout the whole toe box. All right, so it's great. Very nice. All right. And then there's plenty of padding here in the shaft, which definitely creates a very nice, comfortable place for your foot, for your feet. All right. So overall, whenever it comes to the comfort level, I am definitely very impressed. The only thing I could say I would say maybe a little bit more cushioning in the inner sole. Again, not a big deal and just a personal preference. By no means this is a complaint. Overall, I love the comfort level of these boots. But let's move on to the criteria number 2 now, which is proofing and protection. Now, proofing wise, like I said, these are waterproof and they implement TEXAPORE, you can see right here, TEXAPORE waterproofing technology, which is kind of similar to Gore-Tex. It's very lightweight, it's very breathable, it's a little cheaper than Gore-Tex, but so far in my experience, it did pretty good job, not worse than Gore-Tex at all. But if you do have long-term experience with TEXAPORE waterproofing, please drop your experience in the comments below because it will be definitely helpful to me and to everyone who's watching this review as well. Alright, now whenever it comes to the protection, again, I think Jack Wolfskin, they did a great job. Here at the toe, you can see there's a very hard material going around all the way around here, and it definitely does add. So on a rocky road, when you're walking through the rocky road, you definitely are protected. There's a little bit softer but still kind of a reinforced material going all the way out here. Yes, this is not just a design gimmick. No, this is actually harder than this. This is soft, this is still a little hard. So again, great job there. Obviously you do have some protection in the ankles. It's very nicely padded, plus there is this extra kind of a layer of protection going here, and of course your heel is reinforced as well. And finally you do have the Vibram outsole. So yeah, plenty of protection here. So Jack Wolfskin, great job on that. So let's move on to the criterion number 3 now, quality and design features. Now, quality-wise, whenever it comes to the quality and how long these boots last, this is one of the only things that I rely on, not my own experience, besides really some of the boots that I have on this channel, but mostly on online reviews from Amazon and you guys. So if you have this boot and you had it for years, please drop it in the comments below, you know, your experience, how long it lasted. The reason why I can't comment much on the quality is because everyone uses their boots differently. You know, if you wear this boot once a month on a light hike, you know, it's not necessarily an indicator of how long they will last, because somebody else can wear them every single day for 8 hours if they're wearing them for work, for example, or if they're doing some, I don't know, Appalachian Trail or something. So again, it's very relative. So share your experience, you're more than welcome. But as for the reviews, currently 118 reviews on Amazon, almost 5 stars. So buyers on Amazon definitely do like these boots a lot. Again, link is in the description below. Check it out. Alright, but speaking of the design features now, usually here I talk about the lacing system, and as you can see, lacing system here is kind of funky looking with different colors. I do like the design, honestly. Overall, I don't comment on the looks usually, but I do like the looks of these. They look pretty cool, and with all the red, it kind of like accentuated, pretty cool. Now the lacing system is very straightforward. It's very good. It's very easy to tighten these boots and take them off. Very good lacing system overall. Nice thick string just like I like it. The hardware here, as you can see here, you got two plastic hooks which are a little bit different. They kind of create this wire support. It's a wire support system. It goes kind of like a wire that goes all the way in here and then going out here. So it kind of, when you tighten it, it tightens it nice and proportionally. I do like it. You definitely feel the difference. And then you do have 3 pairs of closed rings. Regular, nothing crazy over there. And then one of them wires coming out of here again. And then 2 open hooks. Alright, right here, as you can see, which is good for a hiking boot. Definitely a huge plus to have one of those open hooks. Not at least 1 pair of open hooks, because you can quickly release the tension if you're going up the hill, or if you're going down the hill, tighten it a little bit more. So definitely good job right there, Jack Wolfskin. So let's move on to the next criterion, which is another important one. Criterion number 4, outsole traction and stability. Now, like I said in the beginning of the video, I do test, whenever I do my run and my walk, I do test them on a variety of different surfaces, starting with some newer, older asphalt and the newer tarmac, and then going into some sand, dry sand, wet sand, dry grass, wet grass, some trail surface, some rocky road, and then finishing up with some marble and tile. And these boots, they handle great on everything because they have an excellent outsole. As you can see, it's fairly flat. So whenever you use it on the sandy surfaces, it doesn't dig in too much. Whenever you use it in a muddy surface, the mud doesn't really get stuck that much by adding weight and by taking away from the traction and stability, right? This is a great balance between aggression and flatness. These grooves are very aggressive, don't get me wrong, but at the same time, overall, it's fairly flat. Honestly, it's just like I like it. And with Vibram, the quality that the Vibram outsole comes with, can't beat it. Great job there, Jack Wolfskin. I am very impressed overall. And on the flat, shiny surfaces, it's not slippery. You're not sliding around in this. So, again, awesome job. Let's move on to the criterion number 5 really quickly. Is the temperature. Now, these are not winter boots per se. They are waterproof, so if you're gonna use them for winter, nothing extreme, there is no insulation here, all right? But nothing extreme, you can definitely get away with these boots for sure in some colder temperatures without any problems, especially if you insulate some insulated socks. This is gonna be great. It's not gonna be a problem. But I tested it here in Florida, so the weather probably was about 92, 93 degrees, so pretty hot. And overall, they are surprisingly breathable. I did not overheat at all, especially running. You can imagine here in Florida running in freaking boots. But I did not overheat at all in these boots, so they're still very nice and breathable. So again, great job there. Let's move on to the criterion number 6, sizing. All right. Now, in the beginning, I said that they do run a little bit small. Let's start by saying that I always recommend people getting, my viewers or friends or whoever asks me, getting half a size bigger for your boots, for your hiking boots, tactical boots, work boots, whatever kind of boots. Half a size bigger than your normal shoe size. So if you wear your sneakers in size 9, get your boots, hiking boots, in 9.5, so you have a little bit of extra space in the toe box. And that adds a lot to the overall comfort level, because when you're going down the hill, your toe is not smashing in the front of the toe box. Makes a huge difference. At least it made it for me whenever I found that little trick out. Now, like I said in the beginning, these boots do run a little bit on the smaller size. So for me, for example, if I normally get boots in size 10, I would probably go in this one's 10.5. All right, because the size 10, it fits me perfect, but I don't have that little extra space in the toe box, if you know what I mean. So one of the reasons why I like the buying from Amazon, because you buy something and it doesn't fit you, no problem, send it back, get the new one, get a bigger version or smaller version or whatever. So again, the link is in the description below. Let's move on to the criterion number 7 now. It's kind of like a conclusion type of criterion, the balance of application. So if something bad happened, really bad happened, and this really was your last boot, not last boot, but the only boot or whatever, you were wearing it, right? And you were surviving in this boot. You had to climb, fight, run, walk for miles and miles and miles. Would this be good to survive in? Honestly, This boot, it definitely 100% went up into my top 10 ultimate survival boots of all time that I have reviewed so far. And trust me guys, I have reviewed hundreds of boots already. Hundreds of boots. And this is in my top 10. I love it. As long as you get it in the right size, it is absolutely phenomenal. It is comfortable. It has excellent features, excellent outsole, excellent just across the board, excellent. And the final criterion here, criterion number 8, the price. The price is, I mean, it just makes your mind so easy. It's only $130 currently on Amazon. Again, the link is in the description below. Now, they do have a variety of colors. They have like 7 or 8 different colors right now on Amazon if you follow the link. So I don't know if the price is going to be the same for everything. I didn't check, but check it out for yourself. I personally, this is my favorite color. But let me tell you guys, for $130, it's very hard to find serious competition for this boot in that price range, because I mean, there are some Salomons that are fantastic in the $150, $160 range that I would say can, you know, maybe be around the same quality, the same everything features, and a little bit maybe better comfort-wise. But for $130, that becomes really hard to do. So let me know in the comments below, guys. What do you think about this boot? What do you think about this review? Again, if you enjoyed this review, if you appreciate my content, please consider supporting me through Patreon. It will greatly help me bring more reviews, more content overall to this channel, because like I said, I've been making almost $2,000 every single month from my previous channel, and all of that money I invested into the channel, getting just almost every day I was uploading new reviews. Unfortunately, now I cannot do that. That's why currently I upload only about 1, 2, maybe 3 reviews a month, because it's really hard without that money that YouTube took away from me. So if you can help me out, please. Just by subscribing, it's definitely a huge help already. So thank you very much for being part of this. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.